Sports, and it's coming up next.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On first down, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want it. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the...
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's Hill, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them. They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. The left side caught by Diggs. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm. Only down 14-0, so continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. On the return, Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Miami. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing deep for Stewart. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts gets this one to Hill. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Hurts throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. 2nd and 8. Hurts. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st down, Hurts. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Buying time, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Hurts as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Williams now on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now he drops it incomplete. struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 60 yards. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A handoff running left, Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball, D, let's get that ball.
They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Boswell's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's it.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Don't walk out here, man.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
But maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by Howard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll set up to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Williams to return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They've got his man complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Hurts fumbles it. And the Dolphins have got it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
It's complete to Diggs, and he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. That's taken on the 25. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. To throw again on second down. Hurts looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl?
Throwing is Hurts. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. This will be caught. It's Waddle. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That is caught by Stewart. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 20! And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boswell good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can